Video will be talking about how to stop hair fall in men and women. The first thing that we have to address is stress. Stress depletes magnesium. Magnesium is extremely important to improve the blood circulation. Even the FDA-approved treatment, that is minoxidil, is aimed at this principle, that is improving the scalp circulation. So, if you are deficient in magnesium, what can happen that there can be impaired blood flow all over your body, and that can result in increased hair shedding. So, if you have suffered from any kind of stress 3 to 4 months back and you are experiencing increased hair loss now, it is your body's way of telling you that you should eat a diet rich in magnesium, as well as you have to consider taking a magnesium supplement for at least 3 months period in order to replenish the magnesium. Magnesium increases the availability of nitric oxide, which is a natural relaxant of your blood vessels, and improves the blood circulation throughout your body. Magnesium is also going to block this calcium ion channel because it's a natural calcium ion channel blocker. Now, why do you want to block this channel? This is because if there is increased influx of calcium ion channel, it can cause premature death of the hair follicle. So you may experience increased hair loss. Calcium ion channel blocker can help you with hair growth, and magnesium is the supplement of choice in this case. Now, why there is increased calcium influx? It could be due to genetic cause, it could be due to oxidative stress, it could be due to increased consumption of palmitic acid. So you have to eat an antioxidant rich diet, avoid palm oil, and you have to start taking a magnesium supplement in order to counteract this effect and protect your hair follicle against premature death. Next thing to consider is that whenever you try to lose weight in desperation, whenever you try to lose weight too quickly and you restrict your dietary calorie intake, what can happen that it can affect your thyroid gland. Your thyroid gland is concerned with the metabolism. So too much restriction in calorie can negatively affect the growth of your hair. Your hair needs a lot of energy to complete its cycle, and it also needs a lot of energy for regeneration of new hair follicles. Keep in mind that your body prioritizes things. That means if you are restricting calorie too much, what your body is going to do is that first, it is going to supply the energy to vital organs like liver, kidneys, heart, and hair is the last thing that your body will think of because it considers it as something which is not very essential for survival. That is why any type of stress first affects your hair, skin, and nails. So keep in mind that whenever you're trying to lose weight in a gradual way, healthy way. That is the healthiest way, gradual way. Do not jump on any type of fad diet because all those fad diets will only ruin your thyroid gland and thereby cause increased hair loss. And the golden rule to remember is that never compromise on protein. So you may decrease your carb intake, you may decrease your fat intake depending upon your goal and your current medical condition, but you should never decrease protein intake. This should always be constant. Otherwise, what will happen that when you are trying to lose weight and you decrease your protein intake, you may experience increased hair shedding. Keep in mind that protein is important for iodination reaction of your thyroid gland. So iodine and tyrosine, they combine to form your thyroid gland. So if you do not get iodine, if you do not get enough protein, it will result in increased hair loss. Also, it can cause premature wrinkles, sagging of skin. You may develop loose skin while you're trying to lose weight. And I have seen a couple of people who have although lost weight, but they have started to look very old. Next important thing is getting enough vitamin C. Now, vitamin C is needed to enhance the formation of vascular endothelial growth factor. And these factors, they also improve the scalp circulation, the blood circulation, which is needed to replenish your hair follicle and help in regrowth of hair. Vitamin C is also needed to absorb more iron. And we know that iron is also important to prevent anemia, because if you're anemic, what can happen that you may suffer from increased hair fall. Iron is also a cofactor for enzyme ribonuclease reductase, which is taking part in the cell growth. So it is important that you are not deficient in iron, and if you are experiencing increased hair fall, you can go for serum ferritin and CBC, complete blood count. So these will give you an idea if you have abundant iron or not. Next thing to focus is vitamin D receptors, and this is something that is not routinely discussed when we talk about hair fall. Vitamin D receptors are located on almost every cell of your body, and we know that in order to absorb vitamin D, you must have enough vitamin D receptors, because vitamin D is a hormone, so it needs receptor to express itself. So if you do not have enough vitamin D receptors, what can happen that even if you sit under the sun all day long, your vitamin D level will never increase. And vitamin D receptor is also an independent factor that controls hair cycle growth. So what you have to do is you have to increase the expression of vitamin D receptors. There are things that can block the receptors and make you more prone to develop vitamin D deficiency. Obesity. So obesity, when your body has too much body fat, it can block the vitamin D receptors and thereby make you prone to develop vitamin D deficiency and increase hair fall. So you have to lose body fat. Losing weight is one thing, losing body fat is another thing. You want to lose body fat, not weight. You could lose weight by losing water weight or even lean muscle mass. You do not want that. You want to lose body fat percentage. So the only healthy way is to lose weight in a gradual, healthy way. Next thing that is going to block vitamin D receptor is certain prescription drugs like BP medication, thiazide diuretics, then some oral antifungals. They can also block vitamin D receptors. Then too much cortisol can also block vitamin D receptors and make you prone to hair fall. Now, how do you activate the vitamin D receptors? Vitamin D3 supplement in itself activates the vitamin D receptors. If vitamin D3 supplement is not helping you to increase your vitamin D, it means your body is deficient in magnesium and boron. So these are also going to upregulate the expression of vitamin D receptor and thereby correct hair fall. Then quercetin, which is a type of flavonoid found in plants, and this is also going to increase the expression of vitamin D receptors. Then gamma tocopherol, which is a subunit of vitamin E. Then curcumin and ginger, these are also going to activate vitamin D receptors. Then green tea and intense exercise, this will also improve the expression of vitamin D receptors, so you are not deficient in vitamin D. Vitamin D is important for differentiation of hair follicle and initiation of hair cycle growth, so it's very important to prevent hair circulation. Improving the scalp circulation is a very effective way in correcting hair fall. We can do that by scalp massage, and for that you can use peppermint oil diluted in either castor or coconut oil, and you can use it twice a week, and the remaining days you can just dry massage your scalp, gentle dry massage for 10 to 15 minutes, and this will enable proper circulation and improve the hair follicle growth. Next important thing is hydration. It's very effective in improving the blood circulation. Water acts like a natural blood thinner, and if you are dehydrated, then the chances of you suffering from increased hair loss is very high. And then comes the individual hormonal approach. So men can go for natural DHT blockers, lycopene, green tea, omega-3, pumpkin seeds, saw palmetto, and women, especially those dealing with polycystic ovarian syndrome, can go for some natural anti-androgens like spearmint tea and supplements like inositol. So those are also going to help you in regrowth of your hair.